I should call. This is not. There's no evidence that your home was robbed. What do you say?
Abundance.
Maybe somebody wanted it. That's what we're thinking now. Did anybody have a grudge? Children?
I'm gonna have it up.
What kind of a grudge? Oh God,
A
somebody.
guest on my show on my platform.
Maybe it's possible your husband had.
I'm waiting for her to join up in here. I don't know where she at.
No, he works alone. He's
Abundance to you all. Gratitude to you all.
So Julian can work mainly from your home. Yes, he would pick up the kids.
Where I've been.
Every day.
Getting ready.
He took them in at night.
Getting ready. I think I put enough videos out here to show,
Everyone said Rachel looked just like me.
to remind enough people,
She was much prettier,
you know,
smarter.
I needed to take a little break. But I'm back. She golden, hey love. She golden.
Did anyone have a key to your home?
Security. Oh, there we go.
Who is Dolores? For almost 10 years.
We're gonna have a conversation for forever how long, whether it be an hour or long. But I wanted to have a balance on here because I didn't want it to just be a man or a male. So I wanted to have security on here as a balance. And the reason why, not just balance, but also because she has her own mind and she speaks from her soul. From the videos that I have seen in the time that I have known her. So how are you today, security?
Oh, I'm great. How are you, Kalai?
I'm amazing. I'm like the amazing Spider-Man. Like the amazing Spider-Man. How are you? So now let me ask you a question, security, because you had mentioned this to me regarding this government shutdown. You said about 3 million children are supposed to go without, say that again, without what?
Daycare.
Oh,
Daycare.
there's nothing wrong with that. Because the one thing that I want to say to people is that when we went on lockdown, right? Who did the lockdown affect the most? And who benefited the most from the lockdown? Billionaires benefited, and the organic people of the planet enjoyed it. But other races of people didn't. When you don't have a divine connection to the planet and the cosmos, and you need somebody to create a life for you because you're not able to create it on your own, you become dysfunctional when you no longer can maneuver or move around on the planet through your programming. Like, for instance, 8 o'clock, I got to be here. 9 o'clock, I got to be here. Let me just say this to you. Black people are always late. Other races of people, and I'm not saying all other races of people, but we saying the majority, especially that white man and white woman, they're always on time. Always on time. We're late for everything. So when they have to be somewhere, that's why they like to have a schedule. We don't have a schedule. We move according to the cosmos, and we don't move according to our personal feelings. So once you take away the luxury or the psychological luxury of being busy or important, Once you take that away from someone, they're no longer significant. They're no longer important. They're no longer valid. What do you think that does to them? So I'm gonna let you respond to that, security. Hold on for 1 second while you respond.
It just started, Astro. It hasn't been long. Probably not even 5 minutes. What's his question, yeah? What do you ask me?
What happened? Huh?
I said, what you asked me?
I I didn't ask you nothing. You see how what happened? Can you not hear me? You're not in tune, baby.
I'm listening. what, you did ask something.
I didn't ask you nothing. I said you can respond to that or rebuttal or add on to it or rebuttal to it, whatever the case may be.
Are
Hey,
you,
Tip.
are you saying you're talking about just the fact that we're never on time?
No, the fact that, oh my God, do you smoke marijuana? you better, when you be fucking making that soap, you better be in a room where you got some windows open and can breathe, because that shit going to, like, are you serious? You got soap bubbles in your fucking brain.
Sometimes I think I do smoke or something. No, I
Yeah.
don't smoke.
Mm. We were talking about the lockdown
Okay.
and the fact that who did it benefit? The shutdown, who did it benefit the most? Billionaires, and it actually black people benefited from that because we got money, we fell back, we didn't have to go to work, or we worked from home. Other races of people didn't like that. That's what I was speaking about.
No, I definitely
So
agree.
if it's another shutdown, shut this bitch down.
But
I'm
do
cool.
you think the next round that we will benefit, or I think the next round won't be as easy as that first round? This next round, they say they don't have any money.
No,
So what are you going to get? You're not getting nothing this next round.
right, because this next shutdown, when it happens, it's going to start the domino effect. See, this entity on the planet want black people to suffer because he no longer will have control, manipulation over us anymore. And because he will no longer have that control and manipulation, he will want us to suffer just as much as his own species his own creation is going to suffer. He wants us to experience that. And the only way we experience that is by not knowing ourselves and allowing someone continuously to play on your divine loving heart and sit on the large portion of the brain, which is your prefrontal cortex. The most important part. Well, all of it is important, but the most important part. So as long as that's taking place, you know, our people will suffer, but for the most part, we're not suffering from this shit. This is gonna be a benefit.
I agree. I agree. I don't think people are really ready. I feel like the next one.
All right, can I ask you a question now? Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
okay? Why females can't take the truth? So-called black women. Why so-called black women can't take the truth?
Um, hmm, I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know.
Hold the French toast
I
door.
don't know.
Are you serious? You see, fellas,
I
let me
don't
tell
know.
you. I talked to security off of this camera. Yo, this is a prime example of how women have a code. I don't give a French toast what none of y'all say. And in security, I am completely, I am completely convinced that y'all all have a code. And I'm glad I couldn't wait to ask that question on live and just to see what your response was going to be. And you're gonna tell me that you don't know. Yo, if this ain't some classic shit here, yo, this this is some classic shit. Yo, I can't believe this. Are you serious?
What do you want from me?
Oh my goodness. Hey, my people, listen to me. Let me tell y'all something. If it wasn't for them two little girls, I would block you. I'm letting you know right now. If it wasn't for them two little beautiful star seeds, you would be blocked. I'm telling you. I asked you one simple question. Why is it so hard for so-called black women to accept truth?
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
let's start this over.
Okay.
Let's start the question game over. You ask me whatever question you have to ask me about black men, and I'm gonna ask you whatever question I want to ask you about black women.
Can I say this? I think a lot of people can't accept the truth because with truth comes change. I think that doesn't have anything to do with the black woman. I don't think that's universal. I think that's everybody. You so you telling me that people can't accept change? They don't. They willing to change.
Uh, wait a minute. Hold the French toast door. When it comes to males and females, males are more likelier to change with new information as opposed to a woman. But I'm asking you, why is it so hard for so-called black women to accept the truth?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe the truth hurts. Maybe the truth hurts.
Yo, I
Hey,
am so done with this. I am so French toast done with this.
that's how you was acting on my live.
Yo, I am so, no, I was not.
Yes.
I am so done with you. I am telling you this
Yes,
right now.
you
Oh,
was.
hell no. Thank you. Hold on.
I can't see
Hold
no
on.
comments, so
Hold
nothing's
on.
coming
Yeah,
up.
I just pinned that one. Oh, hold on. Let me pin this
It
one.
won't let me see none of the comments.
Yeah, I pinned that. Oh,
What
hell
it
no.
say?
We feel, no. Somebody said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Yo, listen to me. What? Let me tell you something. When security want
I'm
to
mad I
go,
can't see the comments.
she goes. You be telling me a whole bunch of another stories off of this live. Okay, so you asked me a question about black men. See,
Mm.
see, this bothers women. See, black man, you reading, you fucking be eating fruits and vegetables, exercising. Your brain is thinking now. You're not falling for the love shit with the TV and Disney movies. Women got problems. Now go ahead, ask the question.
I can't. Can I leave and come back because I can't see the comments? I gotta see the comments
Why you gotta see the comments to ask a question?
because I do.
What is going
Listen,
on here?
ladies got questions.
No,
What's
what
the question?
about your
Shoot.
question?
Oh gosh. I don't really. I feel like I know men. Okay,
No,
I'm
she
a.
doesn't speak for
I,
all women. No, but we can speak about subjects that are plaguing the black community or so-called black community. So, for example, let me say this to you. All right, is black people getting better rights to vote, to better laws that are balanced when it comes to the judicial system more important or have a more dominant effect over us than so-called black people learning true history?
learning through history is way more important. Who cares
Right.
about voting?
No, I'm giving an example. This is what I'm saying. Because somebody says she doesn't speak for all black women. No, she doesn't. And that's
No,
not
I
what we
don't.
talk about because she's not speaking about one individual. We're speaking about something that is plaguing. We talk about something that has an 80% probability that is affecting the black, so-called black community or more. Point blank and simple. We're not talking about the police department won't affect us if we was more educated. The medical facilities would not affect us if we were more educated. See what I'm saying to you? So, but not indoctrinated, but more self-educated. So, granted, we may not, she's not speaking for all, but she's speaking about the problems that are affecting us as a whole, that we all can point that's glaring that we choose to ignore. So, that's the one thing that is glaring to me. Do all black women do all black women is it every black so-called black woman that can't accept truth? No, it's not every so-called black woman. But as a whole, 80% or higher cannot accept truth. So now, so this is when even when it comes to me, she asking a question to me. The reason why she's thinking and hard to ask a question when it comes to me, because when it comes to 80% or higher with so-called black men, we rocking shit right. That's why. See, that's the problem. We doing our motherfucking thing. 80% of black men are doing their righteous thing. You can't say that about you can't say that when you can't say that when it comes to the so-called black woman. So that's why I brought her on here so she can ask a question. So now I'm challenging her to ask those questions. I asked, why can't black women accept truth? And now she didn't answer the question because y'all got a hidden code. Now she can ask me a question.
So
What's your question?
you think that 80% of the black men, so-called black men, is booming? Like
Yes.
they
Let me tell you
okay,
why.
yeah.
Let me tell you
Tell me
why.
why.
If you do not base your, if you don't, I want to say this so everybody can understand this. If you don't judge a black man, a so-called black man, through the eyes of any other race of species other than your own, you fucking right about that. Because I'm gonna tell you two things that plagues the black community when it comes to relationships. And the black man, he does not want to be with one woman. That's the number one thing. Women, let me tell you this. You think, let me make this very clear. When you sleep with Tyrone, before you slept with Tyrone, y'all was talking on the phone every day, blah, 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 da, 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 boom, boom. And you know for a fact that you didn't do anything wrong. You treated this man, you treat this man like a king. You wasn't disrespectful for no time. You didn't come out your mouth sideways or showed him something that made him believe that he had to look at you different, like, yo, I'm not sure about you. You never gave him any type of those signs. You gave him pure divine queen signs. Divine, I don't even want to say queen, pure divine empress signs. Point blank and simple. And y'all had sex with each other. And then y'all not on the phone as much now. When you calling, you go to voicemail. And then he call you back a little later. Yo, babe, I was taking care of something. I was busy, blah, blah, blah. And you like, well, what you was doing that you had to send me the voicemail, blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, but before all that went down, before you had sex, you call, he answer, you text, he respond. Same thing, back and forth. Now, he sleep with you. As y'all sleeping with each other, based upon how good it felt with him, with you, now he trying to bring that beat back based upon. But days go in between of him seeing you, and y'all don't talk as much on the phone no more. And then certain times of night when you calling, he's not answering no more. And you know that he's an established man. He's a all right looking brother. You understand? He got a 1-bedroom apartment. He's working. He got his mind right. You like, what you thinking? He's talking to somebody else. So you ain't got to lie. It's a fact. But this is the case. He possibly could. But because you can't accept truth, babe, I want to be with you, but I might want you to have a sister wife too. I need you to have that because you be with the same atom the whole time. We're going to fuse out with each other. You be with the same molecule all the time and we don't bond with no other molecule. We're going to begin to break down. You see, this is what makes, see, let me say this to you. And all women with experience can know the truth. Your boyfriend go out Friday night. You don't know where he went to, but he came home that night. And that night y'all had sex. It was different from the last couple of nights. That night you had sex like he was thinking about something. Something been on his mind. He probably saw something out there. He probably saw Keisha and the way she was moving, but visualize you. I'm going home to my baby, or I'm going over there to her house tonight. So this is when I say that y'all can't accept truth. And because y'all can't accept truth in reality, that a man is not going to be just with one woman. And if you find one that want to do it, hey, rock out. Do your thing. I'm all for you. Respect to you. But he putting himself in a box. That's why he's aging the way he's aging. That's why he looked the way he looked. That's why his health the way his health is. So you don't understand what energy does to you. And let me give y'all an example for those that don't understand what energy does to you. This is why you see these politicians and senators and coaches in basketball and football. Why you think they be in there for so long, and the moment they retire, they die? Because the energy that they are pouring in, especially those coaches, those NFL and basketball coaches, that's all youth energy that keeps them young. So he may be out with another dude. I mean, he may be out with another woman. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't want to be with you. See, what happens is, and I'm going to tell, this is where all women go wrong at. You can get mad at me all you want. Brothers going to get mad at me. Kala, you talking too much and you letting too much out the bag. All women go wrong by when you first meet this dude and you dealing with this dude and y'all smashing all the time without talking about any future gains. I'm just telling you. Go get mad at me all you want. I know the feeling. You meet somebody, y'all getting it in all the time. But the future may be dim. And she must understand that. So go ahead, security. Let me shut up. We got another question for me?
So when you mentioned accepting truth, no, that actually, I definitely agree with that. Um, I think a lot of women, they feel they don't want to share based off what they were taught already. So if you find out or you know that the person that you're trying to date or that you're dating wants to have multiple people, in your mind, you may feel like, well, one, like I'm not good enough. Why I can't just be me? And I think that's where the accepting the truth it comes in. That people just don't want to. They don't want to accept that. They don't want to accept the fact that he may be attracted to somebody else or he wants multiple women. So, so no, I get
Well,
it.
well, this is the thing. The one thing about a man is visual. And the one thing about uh, life is always forever change. Things will always change. Change is inevitable. So, with that being said, there is always going to be a younger security that comes around. There's always going to be, she's not going to be you yourself, but there is always going to be a younger version of you. Like, because you caught my eye and I'm attracted to you, years go on and I see someone else. She may be a little bit younger than you and she attractive. But the first thing we all talk about is when it comes to that is financially. That's the first thing because this is a way of breaking families up financially. We're not understanding that most of y'all will actually live your lives and not be slaves if y'all actually, if we actually bonded together. See, you wouldn't have to go to school. You know how many people I know that went to school for 4, 5, 6 years to college and working in Walmart, Target, bus driver. And what I mean by bus driver, school bus driver. I mean, I'm being honest. Went to college, wasted your whole time. You could have just applied for that job as soon as you got out of high school. Why did you go to college? Why'd you have to go to college to realize that this is the job I'm going to be eligible to get right now? And you put yourself more in financial debt by the loans that you're getting to get what? Us to become a slave. But if y'all all was to get together and bond your money, because this is what the universe is doing right now. See, you all get together and bond, put your money together. None of y'all will be talking about bills not being paid. None of y'all will be talking about children not eating. None of y'all will be talking about uh, needs not being met. That's the truth. That's honestly the truth. All of you was creative. If 4 women are in a house, somebody's making soap, somebody's making other jewelry, somebody is uh doing spiritual herbs, somebody else is doing something else, and y'all and not only that, y'all all have no male, just 4 women. And y'all work together. Y'all have a job as well. Y'all could be all working at Walmart. Y'all could be working at ShopRite. But y'all combine y'all money together and make everything as one. See, you're not looking on Amazon talking about, let me get these $300 shoes. And then your sister over there talking about, oh, well, I want to get this $700 cell phone or this $1,500 cell phone. See, you're not doing that. Y'all actually are bonding your money together, which makes you be able to enjoy life a lot more easier. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all think independent is something great about having your own house, your own car. Yeah, all you have is your own casket. You wasn't even
No,
you wasn't even born by yourself. Somebody had to birth you here. Somebody had to birth you here. You wasn't even born. So you always need somebody. This is what the universe is trying to show you. And how important is your sister? You always need her. So go ahead, security. What's next? Hmm? See, oh, she froze. Hold on, let me get her back up on here. Let me get her back on here. She gonna freeze. Where you at, security? I just asked, why is it so hard to accept the truth? Why is it so hard to accept that, like, that fantasy of having, you know, a rich dude? Let me elaborate on something real fast because I want to speak about something. I want to speak about something.
It literally kicked me out completely off the line,
Oh.
like gone, like vanished. I told you my account is highly shadow banned, but
Mm-hmm.
dang, I didn't even get to hear the last part of what you said because it kicked me out.
Oh. All right, but let me elaborate on something though before we go back to that. For the females, right, that say that a man should be paying to get your hair done, paying to get your nails done. He should be taking care of you, right? I want y'all to know something. You have lost your French toast fucking mind. Just so that you have known that. Go. That's a prostitute. Just so that you know that. I'm out, and you can say you're not. Let me make this very clear. When a man meets a woman, the thing that impresses a man about a woman, the thing that impresses a man about a woman, is how she take care of herself and the people that she affects when she's around them. So let me make this very clear. I'm not saying to you that your man should not look out for you if you are all together. You understand? But for me to wake up every day and to put you down as a dependent in my motherfucking life, that is not happening. You don't even see that in nature. So let me just make this clear, right? When you hear people talk about, well, let me tell you how I visualize the woman. This is what my mother and my grandmother stated to me too. Let me just keep it real. See, old school women were different than this new age shit here. When you hear niggas brag about, I do everything for my woman don't work, she don't do shit. Let me say this to you. That's a slave. She would have been a slave to anybody. My woman don't work, she don't do anything. I take care of everything. That's a slave to me. She would have done that for any man because any real woman knows there's levels to this shit. And I'm always gonna maintain myself. This ain't Mrs. Soprano. Whereas though I don't know what I'm gonna do with me and him not dealing with one another anymore. My name not Mrs. Soprano. We don't work we don't operate like that. See, a woman, a real man want a woman to want to be with him, not need to be with him. Not because you pay all the bills, not because you pay all the bills, not because you pay all the bills, not because you 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 pay all the bills or you buy me gifts. No, that's not. First of all, a real man want a thinking woman. So if I gotta buy your drawers and I gotta buy your health products because that's what it's called. That's what's called taking care of you. Even though I can give you a wad of money, I'll be like, oh baby, here you go. This is your allowance. Sound like fucking kids. I told you I'm gonna embarrass this white man image shit on how you should be taking care of your on how you should be taking care of your how you should be taking care of each other. So I'm gonna embarrass that bullshit. Like, let me just make this clear. Even though I give you a wad of money, let's say I give you $500. I know within that $500 you ain't do nothing for self, meaning that you don't work or anything. So whatever, anything that I see that's in that house, anything that I see that you have on, I know that shit came directly from me. I'm taking care of you like my child. What the fuck is wrong with you? That a man look at that as weakness. I wouldn't even want to deal with no woman like that. Even if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't even want to deal with no motherfucking woman. The only thing that she thinks she needs to do is wake up and look the fuck pretty. You ain't ready for nothing but fucking. That's it. A model and shoot in the bedroom. That's it. You ain't ready for nothing else. And when you hear brothers be talking and be bragging about, oh man, you know what I mean, my shorty, she don't work. All you gotta do, I bet you she can't have a hold in an intellectual conversation with a real woman. I bet you the women, and it's you gotta think about the mindset of the brother that choosing to have these type of women around them too. I keep telling you, you got dudes out here that be really wanting slave girls. You really got dudes out here that want girls for their slaves. And girls don't even see that they're really slaves to these niggas because they fucking buying you worldly possessions. So you willing to give up the most precious part of you, and ain't even your JJ, it's your fucking consciousness. All because he buy me this. Oh, I don't gotta work. You crazy. You think Jay-Z wouldn't have the respect level that he got for Beyonce if she was just another chick just walking around in the fucking street and he married her because she was cute? No, because she stand on her own shit. But I'm gonna be respectful to my king, my man. But guess what? Nigga, my pads, my tampons, nigga, I'm paying for that shit. I'm keeping the maintenance up that you fell for when you first saw it. You don't do no shit like that to me. Yeah. Your mother didn't raise you right. Who raised you? That's what I'm gonna say. Who raised you? So when y'all really real women would never want to sit back and feel comfortable with the nigga buying the underwear you wear around in the time of the month. You okay with a nigga treating you to some lingerie and shit like that. But when it's that time of the month, you mean to tell me this nigga bought the underwear that you wear that's when it's the time of the month? Real women wouldn't feel comfortable with no shit like that. I'm telling you.
Somebody said, what if she's taking care of home and the kids? You still don't.
Wait a fucking minute here. What have?
It
Wait a
like
minute.
there was a guy that
I'm gonna respond. Let me respond to that. Wait a minute. When have taking care of children been such a burden? That's what I don't get it. When have been around children? You know how motherfuckers get all excited about the Super Bowl? You know how children get all excited about Christmas? You know how we get all turned up about our birthdays? Or we got some extra money? We should be gazillion times turned up about our children. When have children been a burden to us? When have that been such a hard job to maintain? When has that been a hard? You killed the inner child in you. So therefore you can't relate to the inner child in them. You want to raise them. You don't want to grow up with them. See?
Okay.
You want to raise them. You want to be Kim Young-Jong, or Xi Jinping, or Saddam. You want to be that. You want to raise them. You don't want to grow up with them. When have kids been such a burden? A real man, we would have loved to be at home with our fucking kids all day long. If I could be with my kids if the roles could be reversed, and they reversed the roles, the only difference is this is how they got before they made you an independent woman financially, they had to make you an independent woman spiritually. You were independent from spirit, and therefore you were disconnected from your own creation. See, you can't see the God in you, so therefore you see another God, so you can't see what you create. So God created the black man, not you, but you actually did. See? So they separated me out of the household from you, and then got you to be even more independent with extra money. But see, guess what? If you was working all day and I was in the house with the kids, should it be in line? Black men raise children way better than so-called black women. No disrespect. This has been a study that has been proven. No disrespect. No disrespect. This is a study that has been proven. Children are least likely to go to prison with two parents in their household. And even and children are least likely to go to prison by being raised by just their father. Being raised by the mother, 80% spike in jail. No disrespect, so-called black woman. It is what it is. The stats, the statistics prove it. That's all. So, so if she's home all day with the children and being creative with the children and this, that, and the third, you still can find yourself some sort of part-time gig or even a sister wife. This is how you build communities. A sister wife, whereas though you can rotate how you want to work, how you want to get your income. How about that?
Now, you're not going to get a lot of pushback from me because, yeah, I already know I pretty much agree with all your fear mongering that you do.
Oh, getting a sister wife is fear mongering. You funny as shit.
I pretty much agree with all your little tactics that you got going on. So I'm not going to really push back much because I definitely agree on a lot of things. I can't. Let me see. I like the comments though when I can see them. Like, okay, let's touch on this sister wife. Let's touch on this sister wife, okay?
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Touch on it.
What about a
Touch on
brother
a sister wife.
hubby? What's a
Touch on a
brother
sister
hubby?
wife.
Somebody said, what about a brother hubby? Who's
Who?
that? You say, what about
First
a
of all,
brother?
let me for the people that are new to this to my channel, let me break down the scientific facts on why it's not healthy for women to have multiple men. So what you don't know is that sperm has a energetic signature on it. Just like you send out energetic signatures through what you call your biofield, your sperm has energetic signatures. And you have a man releases over 150 to 200 million different sperm cells. And each one of them has its own energetic signature to it. So so once that enters inside of your vaginal area, it starts to create a pattern. Even though they may not make it that time to the ovaries to fertilize the egg, they still charge to create patterns inside your AKA vaginal area. You have patterns that are created inside of your body. And what happens is it's just like a computer or a cell phone. When you start getting a whole bunch of downloads, when you first get your cell phone or you get a brand new car, your car is moving and driving wonderfully. But as you download more information on your cell phone, your laptop, or your computer, the more you download on there, the more your phone starts to act slow. It's not running properly. You got to turn it off. You got to give it a break. You got to let it rest. You understand? You gotta take the battery out and let the battery hold on. Wait 1 second. You got to take the battery out and let the phone itself reset itself. So any woman, as soon as she starts sleeping with a male, she instantaneously starts to pick up. Hold on. She instantaneously starts to have patterns change inside of her. And not only does she have the patterns change inside of her, she instantaneously start to conform. Her vaginal area, her vagina starts to form to fit his his phallus. Now, this is why raping was so important during slavery, because if I constantly rape and constantly abuse you and constantly ejaculate inside of you and have different men doing it, it'll throw your computer, it'll throw your car off, it'll throw your cell phone off, it'll throw your network completely off, because your network is not functioning properly, because it has so many different energetic signatures that are moving and floating through your body that you yourself have to digest. Your body digests sperm just like your body digests food. Exactly. So anyway, this is why it's not healthy, it is not safe for black women to have multiple sex partners, because when she have multiple sex partners, her attitude, everything changes. This is why 1 minute she's up, the next minute she's down. A lot of times you can tell a lot about a woman by looking at the type of man that she's dealing with. And I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't have to necessarily be the way he dresses and none of that. But what he thinks about on a day-to-day basis, what he does on a day-to-day basis, that now becomes a download to her. And she has to fizz all of that shit out of her body, you understand, out of her network, in order for her to function properly. This is why some women have sex with some men, and you can get mad at me, you don't got to tell the truth, and some men make your cycle heavier than other men. Now, I mean, I'm not saying you had a whole bunch of people ejaculating inside of you, but I'm just telling you that some men cause you to have more bleeding or even more cramping than other men because of the toxins that they are putting inside of their body. So this is why, and that's a scientific fact. So this is a fact on why you can't tell me during ancient times that our brothers and sisters who are scientists, astronomers, we surfed and navigated the stars without a GPS. We did all of this shit way before that. You're not going to sit there and tell me that our sisters and mothers of humanity did not know this or did not practice this. And this is where polygyny came into hand, because now the women knew a man's sex drive. We are hardwired to naturally want to reproduce. So we are hardwired to have sex. So what polygyny did was gave the first wife or the first queen, whatever the situation may be, gave her a break during the time of that she can have to rebuild herself. So for example, let's just say me and one woman, me and the first queen, we having sex, blase. As time go on, now she took a break for 2 months, or maybe she took a break for 2 months, and now I'm having sex with my other queen, you know what I'm saying, for the next 2 months. Most women today, they don't even give themselves a 3-week to 4-week window before they have sex with another dude. So this is what I'm saying to you. You were giving yourself time to rejuvenate, time to keep yourself cleansed from all of that energetic, physical shit that was going on the planet. But this is a scientific fact, my people. So it is what it is. Like I'm not. This is not based off an opinion. This is based off of fact. This is why women that have sex with multiple men, they be all up and down and all over the place, and they don't know what the fuck they talking about, and they get mad. So let me give you an example about a woman who's bragging about her having sex with multiple men, and she said, "You don't like my," and her name is Brittany Reiner, not Griner, Brittany Reiner, Rinner. Reiner. Yeah, Brittany Reiner. And you can look it up. She was on an interview with Shannon Sharp. And she was like, I had sex with over 35 men. And he was like, what? You should have seen his face. And I wanted to use this video to show it to you. But you should have seen his face. And she said, you should like my takes. And the reason why she said that is because all the men that she slept with were either basketball players, singers, musicians, you understand, or actors. But she's proud that she had sex with 35 men with no marriage ring, no commitment. Why we have grown thirsty for things that are draining us dry. So I'm done. Let me go ahead, security.
I don't think it was on me. I think it was a question I think I asked you, wasn't it?
Who? I had
Oh, no,
to get up from that too.
no. I said, let's talk about the,
Oh, sister wife.
yeah.
Oh, come on, let's talk about it then.
Of course, again, I don't really disagree with you too much, you know. Um, but I definitely believe the times that are ahead, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little extra hand. If there was another security, that would be amazing. Like,
Yeah, but see, you know the problem that I have come to realize when it comes to polygyny with women, that the other woman got to be exactly like you.
no.
She got to be the type of woman. Wait a minute, let me finish.
You don't
She
even
got to be the.
let me
She got to
finish.
be. I apologize. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So when I say like me, like-minded, at least it can't be all over the place. She don't even know who she is, what her goals, what the plan is. She don't have nothing. No, because let's be real. As a woman, those are the mistakes that we make when we meet people. The new rule is when you meet somebody, ask them questions and see what their goals are before you even lay with them. Okay, that's the new so-called melanated rule. Okay, get your little
But you,
handbook and ask all the questions and see what the purpose is. What is our purpose? And what's the goal together? Because as we have discovered, obviously, if someone's attracted to you or approaching you, initially, what you say, a man only approaches someone that he wants to sleep with, right?
that's it.
Okay. So if that's the only reason why he's approaching, it takes the woman to step up and be like, okay, what is what is my purpose with this man? What do I want from him? Because I know what he wants from me in the end, at the end. But what do I want from him? So,
Okay, so is that true? Women. So do women know as a whole that when a man tried to talk to her, ask her for a phone number, her name, that he want to have sex with her?
I don't know if they know that. I hope they know that. They should know that. Let's say that. They should know that. Any woman that's vibrating at a high frequency, at least in the fifth dimension, should know at this point that if a man approaches you, he wants something from that. Okay?
Right. Hold on. I'm asking you specifically. If a if a man came and approached you, right? Excuse me, sister, how you doing? What's your name? You know what I mean? I would like to get you. You got a boyfriend. You got. Can I talk to you? What do he want from you? What the fuck do you? What's up, man? Y'all told y'all, man. Y'all got this cold with y'all. What's wrong with y'all?
Oh shoot! Listen, they don't know we crazy together, right? So
No,
just
this is something new. This is new. I
you
want you to know that.
you
Yo,
interview
do y'all see her face? She can't answer the question.
you interviewing a new security. They don't get to see this
Yeah.
person.
Listen.
Listen,
All right, let me start it over. Excuse me, how you doing, sister? What's your name?
Security.
Man, you got a boyfriend?
A couple.
You got a couple boyfriends?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, can I be one of them then? Can I be one of them? Shit.
Oh shoot, come on, I'm done. Okay, no, for real. Okay, for real.
Okay, so when a man approaches you and he asks you your name, your boyfriend, what do he want from you?
He wants sex. That's
Thank you.
it. Because let's be honest, even when you tell him you got a boyfriend, he still say he don't care. So the only person, a man that doesn't care, is because he wants some. He don't care about who the other person is. He wants to see what he can get from it. And the only thing that you could obviously get if I tell you I have someone is sex. All you can
But
get,
even
and maybe a little time. I guess if anybody cares about that.
but even if you don't, even if he doesn't, even if uh, you said the only thing he can get from you, let's just say you don't have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
What else is the only thing he can get from you? What else? Is there anything else? Because you said the only thing he can get from you is sex if you have a boyfriend. Let's say you don't have a boyfriend, then what?
He's still getting sex.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna
I just
lead
want.
to that. It's
Oh,
still,
okay, I just want to know.
yeah. You're not getting me in a trick bag. I know that when y'all approach, that's what y'all want. You're pretty much approaching the woman that you feel that you can sleep with. Bottom line. And if
Okay,
she's intellectual and you may like her conversation, you may choose to date her. And whatever y'all plan is, if it's just gonna be you and her or whatever y'all decide. But at the end of the day, we know what the end goal is.
and what that is, and what that is, what is it? Who? You see, they got a code with them, man. They got a serious code. They get on here and be like, Kala, all men don't, all women. Hold up, they get on here and be like, Kala, men are manipulating younger women, and I'm like, well, what the fuck are they manipulating them for? What do they want from them? They manipulate them to get them to do things for them. Like what? Have sex? Because that's ultimately what you want is sex. So if you, huh?
Sometimes when you said, "What do he want?" and you act like everybody in this chat, if y'all seen me, my face, what did I say? I didn't have to use my words. Did you see my eyes? Did you see my eyes?
No, it was the woman code
Did
eyes.
you?
It was the
No,
woman.
them eyes was for you to read.
Mm,
Okay.
mm. See, this is that reverse shit now. Now give me now. Now I gotta read eyes. She know I'm blind. I'm already blind and shit. Now I gotta read eyes.
I put my glasses on. Why you didn't put yours on? Where your glasses at?
Now I gotta read
Where,
motherfucking eyes.
where's your
Shit.
glasses? If I put mine on, why you didn't put yours on? You, you,
I don't
you,
like to wear my glasses.
well, it's not my fault. You see me. Yeah, we know what the end
Well,
goal
I'm
is.
not. Well, I'm more concerned about us having a conversation and people can chime in and you can read the chat if you want.
Yeah, I am reading the chat. They
So,
funny. Hi,
all right. So
Tiffany.
now, all right. So listen. So you're not opposing to having a sister wife, right? So you
No,
good for a
no,
sister wife.
no. Yeah, anybody out there taking applications now at this point?
All
No,
right,
I'm
but hold
not.
on. Does she got to be a certain age? Hold up. They great knock me off on here. We great come back on here because this shit great get heated. This shit great get heated. I'm great to ask some serious questions.
Wait,
Since she don't
wait,
want to ask me no questions.
wait. Can
Does she got to be a certain
can
age?
we come back? Can I